Hello and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John. Today we'll begin with a par 4 first hole. Now let's smash this ball into that fairway and get things on the go. All right, first drive is away. Have a good round. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. And this is about 170 yards to the pin. Way to go out there, looking good. Setting up a 12-foot putt here. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh, come on. On this hole, we've got this left for par. Give this a little tap and we can move on. Starting our round off, a little sluggish out of the gates. All right, second hole, we're in front of a par 5. Let's smoke this up the middle. You just launched out. Who do you think you are, Bulk Brogan? Well, this one might have enough roll to get to the green. Let's see. All right, that one's going to hold on to the fairway. Love it. Setting up here now for our third shot. Oh, the chip slide. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. There's a way to bounce back. Birdie on this one after bogeying the last. I like it. And after that one, currently sitting at even par. It's blowing out there. We got a headwind on this hole. That's not going to be good. Okay, that green is well below us, so we might need a little less club. And from the green side rough. Good job with that chip shot. And just a little tap here needed. Okay, now let's check in on the scorecard. And after that one, even par is your score. Let's see what happens here on hole number 4. And this should be a fun watch. Let's see how you do with this long putt. Starting this one out pretty good. Oh, man. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. Okay, even par at the moment. Teeing up now on the par 4 fifth. We won't be getting that one back. All right, the ball's above your feet, and that's going to make it go a little bit left on impact. Could use a bit of a kick to the right. That'll do for the approach. This putt's around 24 feet to the cup. Well, this one's looking good so far. Still on track. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And you're at even par. And we are working with the tailwind on this hole. Oh, come on now. That's not what you deserve. Okay. Second shot on the 6th. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. Oh, no. Not great. All right, let's go. We need a par save, and we need it now. Let's do it. And with that, we will move on to the next. And you're at even par currently. That really puts the leader so far ahead of the field. It's going to be hard to chase this player down. It's only the first round as well, so we'll see what happens as this tournament progresses. That'll work. And we're around about, I'd say 240, 245 to the pin. And from the green side bunker. Just in the green side rough here. That's a nice chip. Well done. 4 feet to the cup. You are currently sitting right at even par. All right, have a good tee shot on this 8th hole. Par 3. We could get that close, I think. Left, heading left. All right, safely on the green after giving me a fright with that bunker. Let's see what you can do with this next putt. And if you can sink this, it's a birdie for you. This one's looking decent. Ooh, continues to be good. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. And this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. Nice. That's some solid contact. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. A little bit of fade on this one. I like it. I like what you did there. Hole's about 10 feet out. Looks like this one starts off straight enough, but then it should go to the right. That putt will drop, and that's your second birdie in a row. Let's get on a streak here. And after that hole, you'll go down to 2 under. And we begin the back 9 with a par 3. That's a safe shot. Lining this one up at 21 feet. I think this one will go left to right. Well, this one's on a line. It continues to be good. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. And teeing up now on the 11th. That ball was bad for you anyway. That was a bad ball. Let's get out of this. This is a little spinachy for my liking. Way to go. Back in the fairway. You've done well. All right, this is your fourth shot. And let's just drop one shot on this hole. This one's for bogey. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. Oh. And that'll do. It's going to put you up to 1 under par. Okay, 12th hole now, and this one's a par 5. Nice. This one made a wrong turn, heading to the rough. All right, let's get out of this first cut and on our way. And let's get out of this beach here. Oh, out of the bunker, beautifully executed. All right, drop this on in and save your par. And after that hole, you're currently 1 under. And the 13th hole is before us. This one's a par 4. I'm having that. Setting up about 220 yards away. This one might be a little long. Let's see how you do from the green side rough. Oh, no way. And for the par. Okay, let's move on. And you are 1 under after that one. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. That was well played. Looking like about 185 yards out. Looks like this one's heading to the rough. Okay, we're in the green side rough. Let's get out of here. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Wonderfully played sand shot. That's how you do it. Nothing you can do now. Just pop in the bogey and we'll move on. And that will put you up to even par. And now the par 4, 15th. This one's about 195 out. A little too much to the right. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the rough. Through with the chip. Okay, that'll do. And after that one, even par is your score. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that one had some stank on it. Yeah, that'll work. Whoa, pretty good with the chipper there. Okay, here's your look at birdie. Okay, that'll bring you down to 1 under. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. Beauty of a swing there. That should do nicely. 12 feet to go. And I think this one just has a touch of a break to the left. Ooh, almost. And just drop this on in and you'll get a par. And you're 1 under for the day. All right, teeing it up now on the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Well, you caught a good bounce on the downslope. Let's see if this chases out. And this one's about 190 or so to the pin. Ooh, the shot's fading a little bit. Safely on the green. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Oh, no. 3 feet to go. And with that, your round is over. And at the end of this one, it'll be 1 under for you. Well done. And with that, I say goodbye. And hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Hello there and welcome to the event. It's a beautiful day for the final round of this event. All right, let's have a good round today. Have fun out there. Okay, we may need a little more club than normal here. That green is elevated. And I don't think you had enough out of the sand here. We're in the deep stuff here. This might not be enough out of the rough. Setting up with a sandy old lie. All right, onto the green now, and let's leave that sand behind us. We're starting the round off above par. Don't even worry about it. Lots of golf left to play. Okay, let's do this. Par 5, second hole. Let's pop one out there. I'll take that. Look at you go. On the green and under regulation, putting for eagle here. Good stuff. All right, let's see what we can do. This one for your eagle. Oh, this one's looking okay. Ooh, still looking good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching the leader here today. Final round of play. This is going to be tough. Second shot on the third. Yeah, you didn't hit that clean. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. All right, grab that putter. Let's get to work here. You've got this left to save your par. This starts off pretty straight and then goes a bit to the left. Nice, dropping that down in the cup for par. Well done. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. And teeing this one up on the 4th. Nice stroke. We're on the green. This one's 25 feet away. Ooh, right. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. All right, let's see how this next hole is playing. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Okay, 5th hole, par 4. Nicely done. You got some good contact there. And this one's about 165 yards out. Maybe this one will kick to the left. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. Here's a putt from 19 feet. Come on, get in there. And you've got this left for par on this one. And after that one, you sit at 1 under par. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. Oh boy, this one's heading for the sand. And from the fairway bunker. I don't think you had enough out of the sand. And that's a plunker. And this is out of the second cut here. "15 feet to the cup from here. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. It could be a good one. And the putt drops for the bogey. And 1 under after that one. And 7th hole is a par 5. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the green side rough. Good job. Just 3 feet left. And ripping out a birdie after bogeying the last. That's what I like to see. And after that, you'll go down to 2 under par. And now we're teeing it up on the 8th hole. And a nice easy fade on this one. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, right by. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. And after that, you're 2 under. And the 9th is a par 4. There we go. Nice swing on that one. Okay, about, I'd say 185 or so to the pin from here. This one's heading a little bit to the left. Good job. All right, come on now. This putt to save par. Currently sitting at 1 under par. Okay, 10th hole is a par 3. I approve. And this putt from 10 feet. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Oh, that was supposed to be a birdie. Just a little tap needed here. All right, that putt will go. And currently sitting at 2 under par. Hole number 11 coming up. Well done. We're about 205 yards out from here. The approach heading right. This is our 3rd shot. All right, onto the green. No worries from here on out, right? All right, 8 feet to the cup. Oh, no, it's right by the hole. Here is the bogey putt. And that putt safely in its home. That'll bring your score up to 1 under par. And stepping onto the tee now on the 12th hole, we got a par 5 on this one. Yeah, that'll play. Okay, from the greenside sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. Nicely played. Okay, here's a 4-foot putt for us. Great work grabbing the birdie on this hole after bogeying the last. That's some serious resilience. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. Oh, that's not a great one. Let's check our distance twice as we set up from the elevated position here. Ooh, into the drink. And the ball is above your feet on this one. keep that in mind. Good job. We're on the green. All right, 20 feet to go. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Ooh. And hopefully we can finish this one off for double bogey. And nice putt. Let's move on. And after that one, you'll go up to even par. All right, the par 4 14th is next. Well, I'm going to the sand. Okay, let's get out of this bunker. Now, grab a new ball and take it from there. See you later to that ball. Nicely played. Setting up for the triple here. And right now you sit at 4 over par. We've got a long par 4 staring us down on this one. Looks like this one's pretty safe. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. And we're going right of the pin. Okay, setting up in the bunker here. Yep, that'll work from there. If you drop this, it could save par. Going downhill with this one, and it's right to left. Ooh, just missed. This one's just 3 feet. All right, let's get to the next. 5 over par currently. And we got a par 5 here on the 16th. Those shots are going to happen to you. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. 25 feet from the cup. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Well, this has my attention. Continuing on its line. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And that's 4 over for you. All right, best of luck here on number 17. A little bit to the right on the approach here. And from the green side rough. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt and get your par. Oh, almost. All right, here we go. Give a tap and we'll head on to the next. All right, let's head to the next. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. And now for number 18, we have a par 4 on this one. Ooh, this is going to get a few more yards on the ground. Let's see it go. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. Ooh, that was a little awkward on the swing there. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Okay, let's get out of here. All right, we're out of that sand. That's the main thing. And for a 78 on your round. All right, a little tap putt here. And the putt will drop. And your round is over. And as we finish up for the day, that's going to be +6 on the scorecard. All right, that will do it. Hopefully, I'll see you back here real soon. Thanks again. Bye. Hello there and welcome to this society event. And we are staring down a par 4 for our first hole on this one. Time to put this in the fairway. What do you say? Okay, hopefully you do well out there. First tee shot is away. Let's have a good one. And second shot here on the first. Uh-oh, I think this might be short. Okay, using that downslope nicely. This one should be okay. This one's about 15 feet. And this one's going pretty hard left to right. Oh, well, yeah, didn't quite make it there. And you've got this left over for par. Okay, even par at the moment. Par 5, second hole in front of us. Let's see what you can do. Beautiful swing. All right, you caught the downslope. Let's see how far this baby runs. Okay, let's check our distance twice. And here we have a very long putt to contend with. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh, almost in there. 3 feet left. And after that one, you'll go down to 1 under par. Let's see what happens here on the third hole. Heading for the bunker, I think. All right, setting up in the fairway sand. And I don't think this is enough from the sand. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. Oh, yeah, stuck it close from the trap. Well done. Okay, let's sneak this one in for par. Let's go. And currently 1 under for the day. Okay, 4th hole, par 4. Here we go. Oh, I think this one's going to chase out a bit further. Good one. Well, that'll work for you. Good luck here. 8 feet to the cup. Oh my goodness. This one's for par. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. And you're currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And we are presented with a par 5 here on the 5th. Well, this drive's looking okay. And this one's around 205 yards away. All right, 34 feet from the cup. This one's going pretty hard to the left. Here we go, this putt for the bird. Alrighty, down to 2 under par after that. We've made it to the 6th hole. He might have chosen a bit too much club. Okay, from the rough. Okay, setting up a long one here. That's a bit of an understatement. Let me get my rangefinder out here. I'll see if I can get us a distance. Just joking. Hopefully you can get this close though. 3 feet to go. That hole will bring your score up to 1 under. Here we go. Par 5, 7th hole. Yeah, we'll take that. Putting for eagle here on this one. Woo, good stuff. And this is for a bird with big wings. Eagle putt coming up. Starting this way out to the right. Let's see it turn. Just a little 3-footer left for this one. That shows some resilience. He birdied this one after a bogey on the last. Well done. All right, here we go. Par 3, 8th hole. Yep, that's gonna work. All right, sink this, and that'll be for birdie. Oh, just 4 feet left on this one. And you're 2 under par for the round. Let's see what we can do on the 9th. Nicely done. And this one's for Bird. Nice putt. That's your 4th birdie of the day. And you've brought things down to 3 under after that one. And teeing off now in a long par 4. All right, second shot on the 10th. Okay, we're on the green. Here's a 17-foot putt. And as you line this putt up, tilting a little bit to the right. Oh! And this one for par. And 3 under par for the day. Here we go. Par 5, 11th hole. Have a good drive. That couldn't be what you intended, but yeah, we'll deal with it. Well, I hope for your sake this holds the fairway. Okay, and that one's just barely in the first cut. Nice, another green and rag. I'm liking it. Setting up here for the 10-foot putt. I think this one's going left to right. Oh, that could have been a birdie. All right, give this a tap. Well, that hole's behind us. Let's move on. So that makes you 3 under for the day. And we're on the tee here of the 12th hole. We got a par 4. There we go. That's looking good. Okay, we're about 205 to the pin from here. And you're 1 stroke off the lead. Well, missed the green there on that one. This is what our 3rd shot's looking like. 1 stroke behind the leader. And you've got this much left to save par on this one. This one looks like it's turning left to right down the hill. A little too hard. About a dozen feet to the hole from here. And here's an uphill putt, moving to the left. And that's gonna drop on in there. Nicely done. That's gonna bring things up to 2 under. And now we tee this one up on the 13th hole. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway. And that could have gone poorly, but we hung on to the fairway. Nicely struck. This shot's around 95 yards to the pin. Hopefully we get a bounce to the left. Yeah, nice work. That's a good little approach shot. Here we go. This is for birdie. Oh, so close. Here's an 8-footer. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. All right, 14th hole. This one's a par 3. Looks like you're going with a fade here. Oh, just missed the old chip there. All righty, give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole. 2 under par for the day after that one. All right, here we go. 15th hole. This one's a par 5. That's not going to work, is it? That was a good one. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. And you're 2 strokes off the lead. Well, your approach is heading a little leftward. Eesh. Oh, crud. All right, let's grab this bogey and move on. This putt looks like it's going uphill to the right. Oh, that's too bad. This one's a 3-foot putt. And that putt will drop. Looks like that has brought you up to even par. Here we go on hole number 16. That's a great use of the downslope here before the green. Let's see what happens. Oh, you almost hold that out. Lining up for the 13-foot putt. This one's going uphill and to the right. Amazing shot. You brought your score down to 1 under after that one. And the next one is number 17. This one's a par 4. I think we're heading to the fairway with this one. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. This one's your third. And unfortunately, you've reached our shot limit on this hole. We're going to push forward to the next. And you're currently 6 over par. And now to the par 4 18th. Well, let's regroup. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. And now we can grab our putter. Okay, save par right now with this putt. Let's go. And that'll be a +6 on the scorecard as we finish up here. And that was a bit of fun. Thanks so much for the round. I'm glad that you brought me along for the ride. We'll see you next time. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to today, no question. This is the final round of the event. Repeat. No more rounds after this one, so we gotta put all our eggs into one basket here and just go for it, I think. Okay, second shot here on the first. All right, this exceeds the limit of my mathematics estimation skills. I'll just say you're extremely far from the cup. This one's going hard to the right. Just a little too much pace on that one. All right, you got this left over for par. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving right to left. Nice putt. And currently sitting at 6 over. Well, we got some wind to deal with on this one. Well, something went wrong there. And second shot here on the second hole. That was a clean bunker shot. Got a good amount of distance on it. I think we can recover here. This shot's about 80 yards out. Nice shot. That'll do. All right, here's a 22-footer. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving left to right. Right by. Okay, this putt's for your par. And after that one, currently sitting at even par. Third hole, par 4. Let's go. And the tee shot looks like it'll be safe. This one's about 120 yards out. I don't think I'm liking this. This is very, very sandy. Let's get out of here. Oh, so close. All right, let's drop her on in there, save our par, and get on our way. And you're sitting right at 6 over at the moment. And wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. Oh, extra distance happening here off the downslope. And second shot here on the 4th. And the green slopes up around that general area, around the pin. You want to make sure you don't leave this one short. And this one from 25 feet. And this one looks like it's going uphill and to the right. Ooh, that was close. And here we go. This one for par. And you're at even par. All right, we got a par 5 ahead of us here on the 5th. This fairway looks like it has a bit of a downslope in the landing area. This is going to chase out a bit further down the fairway. Watch it go. Good shot. Looking like about 185 yards out. Hitting into this green with a bit of a downslope, and don't want this one to get away from you. Careful with this one. This is from way out. This putt's going uphill and to the right. Oh my, that's too bad. Okay, 4 feet to go. All right, that hole will bring you down to 1 under par. Hole number 6. Nice approach. And from 25 feet out. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Okay, this one for par. Okay, safely home with that putt. And you're currently sitting at 5 over. Heads up, wind's blowing left to right here. Drive's looking good. Second shot here on the 7th. And there's some fantastic golf putting for Eagle. Good luck here, 18 feet to the cup. And I think this one's breaking pretty hard, right to left. Ah, no good. All right, drop this one in, this one for birdie. This is a short putt, but it'll probably move a bit to the right. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. All right, let's get this close. We got a par 3 8th hole. And from the green side bunker.
Oh, let's go. Get in that hole.
All right, here's the tap. And right now you sit at 4 over par.
Okay, here we go. Par 4 here on the 9. You made good contact. Ooh, off the downslope. This one's going to run.
All right, this one's from 14 feet away. I think this goes just a little tiny bit to the left.
Oh, too bad.
And here we go with the par putt. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing.
Ooh, this could be a little troublesome. Needs to hold on to that fairway.
And we couldn't hold the fairway. That's all right. Just in the first cut here. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. This one's heading left. Man, could have a birdie here. Oh man, went right off the green. Setting up here for your 4th.
Oh, nicely done. Getting it to go from the fringe. I like what you did there.
And currently sitting at 2 under par. Here comes the 11th hole. Wow, you just pummeled that poor little ball. Well, that won't do, will it? Nicely done. This one's 8 feet away. And after that one, you've brought your score down to 3 under. That wind's blowing right into our face on this one. Setting up here, the ball's a little bit below your feet, just want you to know. Here we go, birdie putt. I think we got a bit of a tilt to the right on this putt. Oh my, flew right by the hole. And from 22 feet out. So far, so good?
Oh, somehow it doesn't go.
All right, give this one a little tap. And after that one, your score will go up to 2 under par.
Okay, this one's a par 5 here on the 13th.
Oh, that's too bad. This one's looking short from the sand. All right, let's make this a short stay at the beach. Okay, we're putting next. This putt is just around 12 feet. This starts off pretty straight and then turns to the right a bit. Oh, there you go. There's your par. Good job. And that's 4 over for you. And our leader is so far ahead of the rest of the field in the final round of this event. It's going to be hard to chase this player down, I think. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Oh, that's going to work for you. Nice shot out of the bunker. And that will do. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. Okay, 15th hole is next. This one's a par 5. Oh, into the water. We're in the big, thick, deep rough here. Ouch, into the water. Well, that won't work. Might be rough. Yeah, this is deep, deep into this rough. This is like a hack and hope situation. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. And we're out of the dirty stuff. Now let's get to that real short stuff on the green. Let's do it. Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done. Okay, moving on. All right, that leaves you at 8 over par. Okay, this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. Great use of this downslope towards the green here. Well, you're on the green. You just have a lot of work to do to get to that cup, though. All right, this is for the bird. We got an uphill putt here, moving to the right. Oh, bad break. And now this from 4 feet. And right now you're 2 over. All right, here we go. Number 17. This one's a par 4. That isn't too good, is it? And the ball is below your feet, and that's going to tend to send it to the right. Well, that one's going down. into the water. And setting up for your fourth stroke here. Ooh, yeah, right off of that. And blunk. I'm sure that's not what you wanted, but sometimes these things happen. All right, let's piece out of this sand. Who put that there? Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. All right, let's get out of this sand. And we've reached the shot limit on this one. We're going to push on to the next hole. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par. Okay, tailwind blowing with us on this one. All right, good luck with your second shot here on the 18th hole. Okay, throw that wedge away and grab your putter. We're on. You've got this for a final score of 82. Okay, that's good. That is actually great. Finishing your round with the birdie today, good stuff. And final score for you today will be 14 over. Okay, thanks for me, and if I have my way, I'll see you back here real soon.